Hello, this is Solomon Davis from Right Side Trading, where you can learn to trade on the right side with confidence. Today is July 15th, 2018, and this is my weekly trade review, where I review a morning NASDAQ trade. That's a 9:30 opening trade. All I look at is a 5-minute candle. If that candle is green, I'll look to trade up. If that candle is red, I'll look to trade down. I do have a few rules that I follow. I talk about a couple basic rules here of a 10-minute range candle. If that candle is greater than 10, that's a no trade. Also, if that candle is a doji, which is a zero range candle, a dollar or less range candle, that's a no trade also. Again, trading is risky. You can and you will lose at trading. So please seek out your financial advisor. Please seek out your financial advisors. Please seek out your significant other and see if trading is something that's actually suitable for you. Because again, this is all about education, where you can get to that point where you won't lose money. You can actually maybe make a little bit of money in this thing, But this is our website. I'll be posting this out here on my YouTube page, and let's just jump right over to the chart. Oh, I usually run my PowerPoint little thing right quick. Let's do that. Like I said, this is going to be for the week of July 9th through July 13th. All week it was greater than 10, no trades, but next best play based on my indicators, gave me other trades. So let's take a quick look at the chart. Okay, on Monday, again, like I said, it was greater than 10. And when I say greater than 10, it's 10 points the range of this first candle. That's a fairly big range, but that's becoming quite common. And, I was asked, are you going to change that rule? No, I'm not changing that rule. That rule is in place to make me pay attention to what's going on into the market. Make sure I even be more focused based on this short trade. This is just one of, one trade for the morning. The expected range that I kind of go with what the market is going to do. I know, all I'm trying to get is usually it's around 10 points on that trade. So if it's already made 10-point move, it's going to be tough for me to do that. So now I really need to pay attention to my indicators, pay attention to what's going on in the market, and make sure, because that entry is so important. I got to make sure I nail that. And if I don't nail it, get it like I want to, I got to be out of that trade. So again, it just makes me get focused on my indicators more so. And that what that next best play is all about. So, but this was a green greater than 10, and I'm looking at from wick to wick on these candles also. But you can see 67, 77, that's greater than 10, so it's a no trade. But the next best play on this thing was down. Up. Let's go back. I'm doing the wrong one. And the way you can see, I'll just let you see. Again, this is a pattern, well-known pattern in the market right here. And I look for those type things. Again, it's one of the candle patterns that I look for to see what's going on in the market. And also based on looking at a couple other indicators that I'm looking at, that's how I come up with my next best play. And that's what was that day. It was a downward and able to catch that. On this, again, greater than 10, 95.05, greater than 10. Next best play was down, then up. This market had been trending down. So again, you're looking at you start, okay, what has this market been doing? Have I already got into this market? A lot of times I'm in this market early anyway when it comes to the future market trading. Option markets, you don't get to trade until after 9:30. So at times, if I'm trading futures, I'm done, by the time the market opens, and all I'm doing is watching it. And I have to have perfect conditions in order to actually take that trade with options, if I'm actually take that trade at all. But this was a down, then an up. And we'll just kind of go through the chart. You got this little pattern, another little pattern here, and all in the market. But it was a real quick trade. Could you even catch that? And then it gave you another little pattern here, looking at indicators, and you had some other indicators that you look at. And this market looked like it was getting ready to swing back to the upside, which it did. It bounced a couple times. So you get used to these bounces, these double bottoms, the patterns in the market that you look for. Go to the next day. Again, another greater than 10, but this right here, we were at the previous day low. That's what this brown line represents. This right here is my central pivot line, and this is my L1 line. So this is like being at support 1 and bouncing and taking off from support 1 in the market. So again, my next best play on that day was up, and that's why it was to the upside. Where you actually got into that trade, who knows? But let's go to the next day. Next day, again, greater than 10. We can take a look at this as 90, and then we hit 7,300. This is when we was breaking the all-time highs. I think it was on the future. This is the future market that I'm looking at, and like I like using. And so again, you look for the market to go higher, but then you look. It's just a quick trade. You got to remember, you're looking only to get 10 points off these trades. So breaking 7,300, getting above this pivot line here and getting 10 points, it's easy to do. I don't look to get too much more than that. Every now and then I do, but that's not what I expect to get, and I usually end up getting stopped out of those trades, you know, because I start just trailing it with a stop, because I expect the market to reverse sometime after that, because of the expected range of the market. Friday, again, we're here. We have previous day high. That's what this blue line is supposed to represent, and this black line is my pivot line. So I'm above pivot. I look to stay above pivot. And although this first candle is greater than 10, if you look at here, this is 73.85. We've gone 100 points in the past 2 days to 95. If you swung this thing, you did really good. You know, hint, hint, hint. And let's just see what happened here. It did pull back on you. It came down here. But again, did this frighten you out? This definitely drop more than 10 points against you. You know, so again, where you look to get back into this trade at when it comes above pivot, when it comes back above, you know, here. And that's why, again, why I only look to get 10 points on these trades. And you have to be really tight about your stops and really being aware of what's actually happening in the market and how this market actually moves. And the NASDAQ I'm very familiar with, so I'm very comfortable at trading these ranges and trading these things. And as you can see, my indicators are kind of like pretty much on point, you know, and I like seeing that. So, but that's all I really want to share today. Again, we had some greater than 10 all week long. Had some great next best plays. If you're interested in learning more about this style of trading or any style of trading here from Right Side Trading, we do some longer term type trading, some swing trading, some seasonal trading, you know, some IPO trading. There's a lot of different trading style things that we do and that I actually do. I actually like selling options more so than anything. Every now and then I might put on a long trade, but I'm usually just selling above market, selling below market, or doing a quick scalp trade here. But if you'd like to learn more about what we're doing, how I look at support and resistance, how I look at candle patterns, you know, more about trading, how I select trading options, and anything else, you know, and do some live practicing, you know, just contact us here at Right Side Trading, or you can contact me directly, Solomon@rightsidetrading.com. Other than that, you know, this has been my weekly trade review, but today is July 15th, 2018, and this was for the week of July 9th through July 13th. Let's see if they can push this market higher, you know, and can stay above these 7,300 level. Again, have a great week trading. Talk to you guys later. Bye.